Hi there. This is a message going out, especially to the teenagers, to the young people in our church today. Your pastor, and just like you are starting your remote learning at school, I have been over the last couple of weeks remote pastoring, which means I do everything online. I can't gather people together, and we can't go places and stuff, so we're just going online. So I've been putting some things on YouTube and Facebook. If you look up First Christian Church of Arcola for either Facebook or YouTube, you'll find some things I've been putting up there. We have a Sunday morning worship service, which is online. I started a thing with the Tuesday prayer time, just a kind of a 5-minute kind of prayer time that we just pray together. I'm doing a midweek Wednesday devotional, kind of about a 10-minute little sermon that's there. And then on Thursdays, I'm putting up what I'm calling Kid Talk and a little kind of a children's message sort of thing. And then also putting up a youth talk, which is what you're watching right now. So anyway, I'm trying to do some things just to make sure we're connecting well. It's a time when our faith is being challenged. So I think it's a time that we need to invest into our faith a little bit deeper than sometimes what we do during our normal day-to-day life, which is what was our normal day-to-day life. It just seems so strange the last 3 weeks that we are now having to get used to a whole new paradigm of how we see life and how we do life. And it's been pretty inconvenient, I'm sure. I'm sure that you've had a lot of free time. You've probably spent a lot of time in front of screens. And maybe that's getting a little old by now. I saw a meme that says, well, I finished Netflix, because we've had enough time to watch everything there is on there. Please feel free to stay in touch with me. And even though life is slower, we have a lot more decisions on how to use our time. And I think one thing we could do during this period is all of us, no matter our age, is get to know God better. We don't have as many distractions around us, and I think just the situation, our world really needs people of faith, and your generation can stand up and really be that for the world around us, even as things get worse and worse, health-wise and economic-wise, and just with the uncertainty about the future. I want to share with you 3 different resources that you could use to help you in your faith. All of these are online. One is thebibleproject.com. There's lots of videos and podcasts on there that just explain different parts of the Bible in such a neat way that's interesting. It's not boring at all, I can guarantee you that. And these guys do a great job. So bibleproject.com. Watch the videos, listen to their podcasts as they discuss things. It's really, really an amazing thing. And I love to go on to Bible Project myself. Another place is gotquestions.org. Gotquestions.org. It's written, and there's just tons of just questions about Christianity and faith on there, about the Bible, that are written from a very good perspective. Just tons of articles. You can just type in whatever your question is, and some things will pop up. There's like thousands and thousands and thousands of questions and answers that are really, really good. So if you're curious about different things, or you just have some topics that you want to know more about, gotquestions.org is a great place to go. A new one that I just found this week that I've already been making use of myself is a kind of a Christian, almost kind of like a Christian Netflix, only it's very, very small. There's not a whole lot to choose from there, but there's enough to choose from. It's got Christian content. Some of them are movies, even a couple TV shows. And then there's some like documentaries and things about different things and about the Bible and Christian history. And if you're looking for some new things to watch, you could watch this. It's for free. You can sign up for free right now. They do take donations, but you would go to watch.redeemtv.com. So it's watch.redeem, R-E-D-E-E-M, TV.com. And you could set up a free account there, and there's some really neat things on there. So there's at least 3 different things I could recommend if you're looking for ways to spend your time online, but also helping your faith as well. So anyway, today I just want to talk about hope, because I think that's the word that seems to be popping up, that people kind of need hope right now, whether it's related to health, whether it's related to finances, whether it's related to school, whether it's related to the friends, or feeling like all your friendships have moved online. Concerns about the future. That's another thing that we're concerned about now, excuse me. What's the month of May going to look like? Is there going to be a graduation? What's summer going to look like? Um, are our summer vacation plans still going to work out? So there's lots of things about the future that we're worried about, and just being inside with your families. Maybe you feel like you're about to kill each other. I don't know what it's like in your house, but there are moments in my own when we're just thinking this is going crazy. We're all falling, tripping over each other, and trying to learn how to get along in new ways. But hopefully, that's a time with family has been a blessing for you. Anyway, there's a verse in 1 Peter 3:15. It says, "In your hearts, revere Christ as the Lord, and always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give a reason for the hope that you have, but do so with gentleness and respect." You know, if we have hope, and it's going to be very obvious who has hope and who doesn't during a crisis. If we have hope, and especially as time wears on, as more people get more discouraged or more frustrated or start to worry more or have to deal with fears that we haven't even faced yet, we know when there's people that are in that condition and they see that you have a hope that's in Christ, you might be able to build some bridges with those kind of people. And there might be people even asking you, how can you have hope in a time like this when the world is crashing around us? But if you're focused on Christ, there'll people be asking. And so are we prepared to give an answer? Are we prepared to be able to help them discover the answers to their questions about faith? And I think that's something we can do during this time. If you have a hope, because God tells us, look to Him and trust Him, then with everything going on in our lives, even things we don't understand, we're able to have that hope and that foundation that we stand on. So use this time to prepare answers for yourself and for other people who are going to ask you about Him. The school days are shortened. The remote learning doesn't take near as long as the regular school day does. There's no spring sports. You can't go out and hang out with friends. So take some time each day to get to know God better. Set some goals. Today I'm going to do this or read that or watch this or go online to do this. Some of the things I've told you about. If you haven't seen some of the things I've put online, go check them out too, because I'm really addressing some issues related to this pandemic that help us to understand where is God in the midst of this. And so I think it's a great time to be able to figure those out. If I can help you in any way, reach out, text me, get in touch with me somehow. And I'm still a pastor doing this from home or from an empty office in an empty church building. And so I look forward to the day when people will be here and we can get back to what it was like before. But I love you all, I miss you all, and I hold you in my hearts. And so hang in there and hang in there with each other.